Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. YAJE here, and I'm super excited for today's video because I get to show you around my garden and also share with you some chores that I am doing out here in my backyard garden in preparation for growing my favorite culturally important African vegetables out here in the USA. So if you have been wondering how an African garden might look like in January in Zone 9A, you will get to find out in today's video. If you have been wondering what chores you need to be doing in the garden so that you have a successful year of growing African vegetables in the USA, my hope is that by watching this video, you will get some ideas. You will notice that my garden is pretty clean, and that's because I have already done some work on the garden. But let's see how this garden looked like before. Hey guys, let's take a quick tour of the garden end of January 2022. I still have remnants of the njamsu, but I'm going to probably uproot them, I'm thinking, so I can lay manure and get ready for the gardening season. Here is the Chinese cabbage. We have bitter leaves along the fence. I'm going to do stem propagation of the bitter leaves, so I will cut the stems and plant them in bags and prepare this area for the next gardening season. As you can see, the garden is already pretty clean because the first thing that I had to do was just clean up. I'm cleaning up my garden early February, late January. I don't know if it's too early, but I've read that you shouldn't clean up your garden too early because you may disturb the ecosystem. But down here in Zone 9A, it has been warm. It is not too cold. I think I heard it said that you need to wait until temperatures are consistently in the 50s before you clean up your garden. I had to do this because I wanted to apply manure early enough so that it gets a chance to decompose. The second chore was to start working on my soil. What you see here is cow dung, cow manure. So these are bags of cow manure right here, ready to go in my garden. If you have been looking for cow manure, you don't know where to find it, keep watching because I'll share with you exactly where you can find cow manure. And if you are in the Houston area, I'll share with you the precise place where you can go and get some of this cow manure. The cow manure that we have is a mix of the cow poop or the dung and hay, as you can see. So we have to put it in the garden and make sure everything breaks down before we can grow vegetables in it. Before I share with you where you can find cow manure or chicken manure, if you're looking for it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if it's adding any value to you. So I got my cow manure from a local farm. So look for where you have like an animal farm and they will either have free manure or they will be selling the manure. If you are in Houston and you're looking for the cow manure, visit Hamza Farms. They are in Rocheron, Texas. This year I got rid of the bitter leaves and I'm hoping to plant ugu along the fence. So this will be my ugu garden right here, this long bed, and that's because the ugu needs to climb. It needs somewhere to climb. The okong, obong, that's the fluted pumpkin. It needs somewhere to climb, and I'm going to trellis this so I have the ugu going over there. So I got rid of all the bitter leaves. I have saved the stems and I'm going to use the stems to propagate more bitter leaves and put them somewhere else. So another thing that I did was to remove the mulch that I had in the garden from last year's gardening season and pile that over here. So the mulch now is going to be used as something to amend the soil with. I'm going to get fresh mulch and put it here, but before I put that mulch, I'm going to put some kind of garden cover to prevent weed from growing. That way my garden stays clean throughout the gardening season. As you get ready for the gardening season, another thing that you really want to do is to check for ants in the garden. If you see a trail of ants or you have ant hills in the garden and you're growing African vegetables, you need to address any ant issues before you start to sow your seeds. And here's why. The ants are going to carry some of your seeds away, and then your vegetables will not germinate. Okay, the ants feed on some of those seeds. So if you find that your water leaves are not germinating, your njamsu, all of that stuff, you throw them in the garden and they're not germinating or not germinating well, the issue might be that you have ant problems. Another reason why you need to take care of ant issues in the garden is because if you grow something like njamsu and you're constantly experiencing the aphids attack, you have the curly leaves, the twisted curly leaves, is because you have an ant problem in the garden. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you picked up one or two ideas to help you with your own gardening journey. Let me know what you are working on in your garden this month of February to ensure that you have a successful gardening season. Not yet subscribed to the channel, pretty please go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Remember to grow a garden, because when you grow a garden, you grow health. Until next time, bye everybody.